This little thing is called the magnetic head core, and it's an essential part in the cassette player. It converts the magnetic signals recorded on a cassette tape into electric signals. Then the electric signals are converted into sound.
Then your mother tells you to turn that crap down.
That's often the way it works, yes. After CD players hit the scene, Tanaka Engineering started making this little part. Know what that is?
It looks like a prism, but it is actually
A prism. Let's take a closer look. This prism is what reflects the light when the CD player is reading a CD. It is indispensable. Tanaka Engineering also made several other products before eventually developing the IR cut filter in 2002. It is now their main product and one of the big reasons that modern cell phones are so popular.
they put the cell in cell phone.
In a way, they did. Let's take a closer look at the road leading to the IR cut filter.
The founder of Tanaka Engineering, Hiroyoshi Tanaka, closed his family's rice milling business and ventured into metal cutting. It was the 1960s when Japan's economic growth was taking off. Lumbering and weaving were the industries his part of the country was known for. For Tanaka, though, they didn't provide enough of a challenge. He had visions of modern manufacturing.
After much consideration, I decided I should try to do something that others didn't. What people didn't want to do was handle hard materials.
He moved from metal to processing hard and fragile materials like glass and ceramics, eventually developing magnetic head cores for cassette players. In 1977, Tanaka Engineering was established. As time passed, magnetic products gave way to optics, and in 2000, Tanaka Engineering stopped manufacturing the magnetic head cores. Many Japanese firms began to move their main factories to low labor cost countries in Asia around that time. People worried about a hollowing out of domestic manufacturing. The founder was concerned that if he limited his business to made-to-order manufacturing for larger corporations, things would eventually dry up. A solution appeared in the form of a visitor. That visitor was Tachio Hasegawa, who would go on to become president of the company himself. Hasegawa had just resigned his engineering position at a major optical electronics company. He'd already arranged a new job, but when he visited Tanaka Engineering by chance, what he found caused him to change his plans.
The regular way of cutting glass was to cut with one blade. It was the common practice. However, here, it was different. If you wanted 10 pieces, they line up 10 blades and cut all at once. Zing! When I saw it, it seemed very easy. I thought, wow, that's amazing.
As an experienced engineer, Hasegawa understood the importance of what was going on before his eyes. He thought with this skill, it would be possible to take on the world. He bowed out of the work he was intending to do and joined Tanaka Engineering instead. Like Tanaka, Hasegawa felt Tanaka Engineering would have no future if it didn't change its heavy dependence on large corporations. He traveled all over Japan to market the company's skills. One company asked him to take on a crystal cutting job. No problem. Brittle materials are Tanaka Engineering's claim to fame. When the finished products arrived in a short time, the client company was astounded. It immediately placed another order, this time for 50,000 pieces. Hasegawa later learned that what they had been making were filters for digital cameras.
I felt I had caught the first scent of the digital world, the world of filters. You see, we had never done anything related to imaging. I thought the field of digital imaging was definitely one that would grow.
About the same time, a major consumer electronics firm began selling the world's first mobile phones with digital cameras. That was it. Hasegawa realized that Tanaka Engineering could capitalize on its skills by making IR cut filters for phone cameras. Half a year later, in April of 2002, it began selling the filters of its own design. This was the first time for the company to market an original product.